This is Shane Watson here for PSP Sports. I'm lucky enough to be joined again by Tom Little, winner against Tom Dallas.
Yeah.
Got a big win under his belt. First round knockout, and hoping to go on to bigger and better things, but he's got a bit of a run and a bit of stuff to talk about today with everybody. So, where do you want to start?
Right.
About the win. Let's talk about the win first, actually, because we haven't actually spoke much about your win on camera. So you got your big win over Tom Dallas at York Hall. Knocked him out pretty easily. It wasn't that much of a hard fight for you. You got him with a good counter shot and hurt him, and then you called out DL Jones after the fight.
Yeah, do you know what? I went out and I had it in my head that I was going to get rid of him, and I was going to get rid of him in a good style. I didn't think I'd get rid of him that quick, because I knew how much I'd come on, and Tom had not really moved forward, so to say. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I went out there, me and Ben worked on this tactics. I knew what he was going to throw before he was going to throw it. It's just the game plan was down to a T. Got him overreacting, let me sit down on me right hand, hit him with that, sent him on his way with a left hook. And yeah, sent him to fairyland with a, I think I threw a 1,000,000 shot combination in the corner, I think. I done a Eubank special, I think, didn't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, funny enough, he ain't the only person that can do that. Look at that. But yeah, no, do you know what? DL Jones called him out over the ropes, said no talking, let's get it done, Southern Area title. I could have fought DL Jones that night instead of fighting Tom Dallas, but to me, my unfinished business with Tom was much more important than any Southern Area. But I didn't forget about him. After all, the man's mandatory, as I am. I said, let's fight. Now, I said over the ropes, he come over, he was like, yeah, let's not get personal, let's be gentlemen and we'll fight. Yeah, right, fair enough. Then he starts complaining about a broke rib. Right, he's got a broke rib. I think what happened is he seen me hit his girlfriend with a couple of hard, meaningful shots, not from a journeyman, because that's all they've fought is plumbers and taxi drivers from Europe with records that they've bought. Then I think his bum started twitching because he wants a warm-up fight. Now, if I ain't that good, why does someone want a warm-up fight? And if you've got a broke rib, why are you going to risk a warm-up fight when you've got a title fight? Why not just say, right, Tom, I'll fight you in June, I want to nurse my injury. I'll tell you why, because he ain't got no intention at all of fighting. Because this is what's the matter with boxing. People want to con and want to sell people that's meant to be their friends, because when you're fighting on small wall shows, you're selling tickets to your friends. You're going around meeting people that you know personally, right, and selling them tickets. Now, I'll tell my mates, I'll say, listen, tonight if I'm fighting a journeyman, I will tell people straight, right? That's why I never ever fought for a challenge belt. I could have fought Tom Dallas for a challenge belt. I don't want it. It's not a meaningful belt to me. Not disrespecting anyone that's got one of them belts, apart from DL Jones, you minge, but that ain't the route I want to go. I want meaningful belts, like Southern Area title, like the English title. Basically, what I'm saying is, he's meant to be a military man. They keep saying military proud. Well, as far as I've heard, Britain didn't win any wars by running. And that's what DL Jones is doing. He's running. Because I'm a man who said, I'm coming to win. He knows I'm coming to win. I'll tell you what I'll do with you, boys. You hear it here first. I'm going to be genuine so I don't look like too much of a knob, right? He won't go 3 rounds. And in hindsight, I mean, he'll be gone a lot quicker than that. I'll probably do the same to him as what I've done to his girlfriend, right? So, there's him. Then we got Dave Allen. I've been vocal that I want to fight him. I said the night that I boxed Tom Dallas, they said, who else are you looking for in the mix? Because of circumstances, don't be wrong, I've got a lot of friends in the heavyweight division. I've got a lot of friends in the heavyweight boys that I get on with, and we're all around the same sort of thing. Not saying we wouldn't fight one another, but I ain't really got no emotional connection to Dave, and he's in the top 10 sort of area, so it makes perfect sense for me. That's who to go after, instead of rather fight one of my mates. I'd rather fight one of my mates for a British title or something that means something with plenty of dough to it, right? Eddie Hearn said he likes to fight. Dave Allen's game for the fight, right? But what I keep seeing is he wants 2 more 6-rounders and he's ready for a Lewison or me. Right, if I want to stop something before it even gets started, if they're looking at me for a 6-round fight, need not call me phone, because I'm not a 6-round stepping stone. And plus, they're mugging the man of a win, because he ain't got no chance at all of beating me on 6 rounds. But if I fight a 50-50 fight, it's going to be 50-50 money. When you're at English title level, borderline British title level, you need to be fighting 10 rounds or 12. That's my personal opinion. If you want a good strong fight for TV as well, then why am I going to go and mug myself off and say, yeah, I'll take that for dickhead money, when I don't really need Dave Allen? And don't be wrong, Dave Allen don't need me, nor does Eddie Hearn. They don't need me. But don't mug me off like I don't know the job, like I don't know what they're trying to do, get me on the cheap and pocket the dough either themselves or get a cheeky little fight on Sky, because I'm going to come out with the winner either way. But that ain't what I want. I ain't here just to get a win. I'm here for money. I want good fights, but I want good money for them good fights. Do you know what I mean? Because I can fight on small all shows and earn not a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? If I'm going to a big stage fighter, because how to put it, an undercard to a big show like say a Kell Brook show, or get off of Eddie Hearn for a minute on a big Frank Warren show, the one that they've been press conferencing today. The undercard of that is a tribute to that show. Without a good undercard, it ain't a very good show. Do you know what I mean? So they rely on fights like me and Dave Allen, and they rely on fights like the Derek Chisora, Dillian Whyte, which look, that overshadowed the main event. Do you know what I mean? But they're on a, so they need we need payment. I'm pretty sure Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora, when they fought, they got good money, and they what's that, because they were there for a 10-round fight, or whatever, or was it 12 rounds? I can't remember. They were there for 12 rounds, yeah, because it was for a British title, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, that WBC International.
Yeah, WBC, whatever it was. Anyway, that's the point of it, because they done a bit. So if they think that I don't know enough about the boxing job to go and mug myself and say, yeah, I want to jump in there with Dave Allen for a 6th round, it ain't that I'm scared of him, or I don't want to take a 50-50 fight. I want the 50-50 fight for 50-50 money at a prospect's pace. I'm past 6-rounders. I don't need a 6-rounder. I need a 10-rounder. That's how I see it.
Have you got anything else to say on Lucas Browne as well?
Lucas Browne's a bitch, a drug cheating bitch, right? Let me put it this way: he's very vocal. He tells people that he wants to fight in Britain. Dillian Whyte don't want to know, because I don't believe Dillian Whyte needs him. And what's saying with Dillian Whyte, in my opinion, is above him. Do you know what I mean? Derek Chisora don't need him. There's big fights here for heavyweights. We don't need to go anywhere else. I'm not saying I'm on the world stage. That is what I ain't getting at. I'm not saying I'm world level. I'm not saying, oh yeah, and I'm not calling out Lucas Browne. Well, do you know what? I'd fight him in a heartbeat, because he ain't world level. He's a typical old pub fighter, right? Don't be wrong, I've beat 10 a dozen of him when I was 15, 16-year-old, pissed up in pubs. Honestly, old security guard, a bit game for a rough and a tumble, stand off and pick a few shots, and you're going to drive his teeth down the back of his throat. That's the top and bottom of Lucas Browne. He's a bitch with a big mouth who got exposed, right? Funny enough, he's been caught out twice. In the same year. But one was, people were corrupt, and the second one was something bought over the counter. Now, it's your responsibility, you get told. It's your responsibility to monitor everything that you take. Now, I'm going to just say for myself, I don't take not one supplement, boys. Right? I don't take not one supplement, not a protein shake, not nothing. Right? And I'll tell you the reason for that. I'm not very good at reading. And if I don't read something myself, I don't trust. Look, I get on well with you, boys. Right? But if you told me, Tom, that's all right to take that. I don't trust no one's judgment with anything like that other than myself. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now, white men don't carry the physique. This ain't me being racist. White men don't carry the physique that a few of these are carrying. Do you know what I mean? Like walking around like a brick shithouse. Every time they pull it off, I'm looking like a great god. We don't. White big men don't carry that cut, ripped up shape. Don't do it. So it talks for itself. The man was, but whatever he does. But I think don't try and come the innocent when it's a bit. Get caught once, it might have been a mistake. Get caught twice, there's something definitely funny going on, isn't they?
As we haven't got a lot of battery left, we'll quickly run this one up with the last questions. So who are you actually calling out here, and who do you really want to fight next?
Listen, I want to fight Dave Allen. That's the fight I want, right? But it's got to be right. It's got to be right. I want DL Jones, or what's that? The only one, and I don't really like him. I can't stand the fella. Don't like him, right? Because I think he's a bit disrespectful. But the only person I know, if I turn up there Thursday and said, let's me and you fight, right? I know AJ Carter would take it, right? I know he'd take it, right? But let Tommy Dove do what's because Tommy Dove's been good to me, and I've got to bear that man quite a lot of respect. Let Tommy Dove do his thing, build his fighter, and me and him will get it on. That is a given. Me and him will meet in a boxing ring, right? But let me just sort these other two shitbags out first, right? Dave Allen preferably, or if anyone can find DL Jones or his tampon, or anyone to do with his management team or his hormone replacements, because of it, he's going on like a woman. I need time. I need what's that? Listen, I ain't that good. You don't need warm-ups, and there ain't no Eastern European plumber in the world going to get you ready for me or ready for the beating I'm going to give you. So retrieve your bollocks from your girlfriend's handbag. Ask them if you can borrow him for a night in June for me to punch you all over the place, and if not, I will make sure that you do not get your hands on that southern area belt, because I will linger around. He must be fret to death for me. He's got to be, hasn't he? He's got to be fret to death for me, hasn't he? I didn't realise that the beating was that impressive what I gave Tom Dallas. It must have been something really special. Big old fat fella windmilling in the corner, just hitting a target that can't be missed. A scaffold plank in shorts. And then they try and discredit it. That ain't normal Tom Dallas. That Joe Feed said that ain't normal. But I'll put it to them like this here, and I'm going to close on this. If they're that confident about Tom Dallas and DL Jones, the both of them on the same night will not go past 6 rounds with me. How about that? And I'll tell you what I do. If they want to bet £50,000, £20,000, whatever they want to put on it, they can put on it, and I will cover any bets. The two of them wouldn't last 6 rounds with me, and obviously we won't be able to do that in the official ring. So I'll come to Chatham and meet them and do it unofficially if they want.
Okay, well, thanks for talking to PSP Sports today, Tom. Hopefully we can get a response to some of the fighters coming up soon, hopefully as well, and see where this can take us within a fight.
Yep, I hope so.
And hopefully we'll hear some news with you shortly with a new fight coming up.
Thank you very much, boys. God bless you.
Right.
See you in a bit.